SCNR, Cassandra McDonald reporting, New York Times runs seemingly pre-written op-ed calling for Biden to drop out of the presidential race. The URL indicates the article was at least partially pre-written and loaded up on June 25th. Check this out. So this is Nick Kristof calling for Biden to withdraw from the race. And it's here you can see it. The URL is newyorktimes.com/2024/06/25/opinion/Joe-Biden-drop-out.html. Now, I want to tell you guys, this means they titled this. They titled the article Joe Biden Dropout on the 25th. When you create a draft, and I'm assuming, to be fair, but in our system, and correct me if I'm wrong, Hannah Claire, if you create a draft with a title, it generates that URL as the draft URL, doesn't it?
It does. The only defense that I have for this is there are times with our system, and I can't speak New York Times, where like I will start an article, but I won't have time to finish it. Then the next day I'll go in and use the same draft post to like change the article. It's a completely different thing. So it's generated
But the
on
URL
Monday.
won't change.
I don't think it will.
It will not. And so this is what matters. They began to write this in whatever form 2 days before the debate happened. And then in the article, Nick Kristof cites the debate, saying after the debate, it's hard to avoid the feeling that Biden remaining in the race increases the likelihood that Trump will move into the White House in January. I don't think he waited until after the debate was over, went in and edited it. It is possible, it is probable, but I think likely what happened is he wrote this up. They knew the debate was going to be bad, and they said, just wait and see, right? And then after the debate, they said publish. They knew they wanted Biden to drop out.
So they knew they weren't giving him his PEDs then.
His what?
His PEDs, his PEDs. Performance-enhancing drugs. They must have known that because it's worked before.
Did you see that meme where the person's like trying to give Adderall to Joe Biden through the TV and they're pushing it into the screen?
When you're this close to hospice, they don't work anymore.
Yeah, but why are we acting surprised? We know that he pooped his pants on the beaches of Normandy recently.
We don't know that.
I know, but we speculate that maybe he didn't poop his pants, but it looked like he did.
But here's how you frame it. There is more evidence that Joe Biden crapped his pants on stage than there is the Hunter Biden laptop is a Russian disinformation scheme.
That's a good way to put it. That'd be hard to debate. So this isn't a surprise. People know that he's not capable of being the president for another 4 years. So, I mean, it makes sense now the New York Times is turning on him. They probably should have turned on him a little bit sooner. This is probably their fatal error, is that they're doing it now when it could be potentially too late. So
I think they had to have edited after the fact, because he wrote, my phone has been blowing up with texts from people saying, dear God, what are we going to do? It's imperative we change horses. But Democrats have been reluctant to say this out loud. Guys, Biden has announced he will debate Trump again. It's, hold on. Just hear me out.
Great. Let's do it.
The greatest activist against the Democrats right now is Joe Biden.
I almost died from the last drinking game. I don't think I can survive another one.
Did you see those?
Which one? The coins, the flips, yes.
Yeah, the president for prison. I'm just so excited I'm showing everybody.
It's funny because Joe Biden is the DNC's biggest enemy, and we have people saying like, oh, they'll make him drop out. But I have said consistently since he took office that he is not giving up the White House. Like, Jill Biden is going to see every single one of their grandchildren married in the White House if she has anything to do about it. There are almost two separate entities at war here, and especially the structure that is supporting Biden. They don't want to leave. They don't want to give up their chance at another 4 years of telling people what to do and propagating terrible misinformation.
I do think that there's a coordinated attempt to get Biden to not run anymore, because I don't think it's a coincidence that almost every single mainstream headline today was Trump needs to leave or Biden needs to leave. Like, there's no way he can be on the ticket. And it just seemed like it was too planned, in my opinion. And the fact that in the spin room last night, Gavin Newsom was doing a lot more press in the last 48 hours than he has done, I will say, like all year.